right, you guys, so this is the calendar that I was talking to you guys about. Well, hello, school counselors and school counselors to be. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel, The Inspiring School Counselor. And as you guys can already tell from the title down below, we're going to be getting into another viewer's question. I am so excited. And as you guys know, what better way for me to answer this question than to do it in a video, because maybe you have that same exact question, okay? So if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. All right, y'all, we're gonna get into this question. So earlier today, I had actually posted in my community tab the 2021-2022 National Educational and Health Awareness calendar. And I basically just put a little insert that says, hey, you guys, if you don't have this calendar, you wanna download this calendar and keep it with you because you can use it to plan lessons, plan events, even just to get information out to your students, your parents, and your faculty and staff. And so I had posted that on there, and then one of my subscribers asked a really good question, and this is why I'm doing this video. And I'm going to go ahead and read it, and it says, question: how many of them do you actually celebrate at your school, and do you choose the ones you think are the most important? Just would like to know from a different perspective. Thank you. And I thank you for that question. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to address how I use this calendar. So for one, as a school counselor, so there's certain topics that we're going to have to touch on. So for instance, college and career readiness, bully prevention topics. We're going to also have to touch on like safe and unsafe touches. And there's going to be plenty more topics that we're going to have to touch on. And so basically what I do is whatever topic that I know that I need to address, I'm going to find that topic within that month. And then whatever month that that topic is in that I need to address, that is the month that I'm going to be doing my lessons. That's going to be centered around that. I also might plan events that's going to be centered around that. And then I might even send out newsletters that is going to be centered around that particular subject. So for instance, if I was trying to do a lesson, I want to look at the calendar really quick. So Bully Prevention Month is in the month of October. So the month of October, I'm going to be focusing on teaching the students about the difference between bullying and being mean and being rude. Or I might even talk to them about, just the importance of being, nice to one another and treating everyone with respect. Another example is if you were doing a lesson on careers. All right. So you're going to just find wherever in that calendar that is going to be talking about careers. I think it starts talking about it in the month of November or September. I can't really remember what month it talks about that in, but whatever month that talks about that in, then that's when you can start planning lessons in that month. So let's just say it talks about careers in November. Then in November, I'm going to do my lessons centered around careers. I might even have a career spirit week where we are just everything is about careers. Every day they might have to dress up as a certain career or something like that. I might even want to send out some information to the parents about what the kids are going to be getting into that month. That's going to be centered around careers. And now when I'm looking at the calendar from an event perspective, for instance, I know my school is not culturally diverse, okay? There's a lot of just one race in my school. And so with that being said, I would want to bring in cultural awareness. And so I might want to plan events where we're talking about Black History Month when it's in February. I might even talk about planning an event where we're focusing on Hispanic Heritage Month. Or I might teach lessons that's centered around diversity and, treating each other with respect and kindness. And so that is a way that I use that calendar. Another way that you can use this calendar is pairing it with your needs assessment. And then you're able to see, okay, what are the needs that my students need? And what are some things in the calendar that might meet those needs? And then you can start planning it that way and trying to address them. A lot of times my school district will send out events that they would like for school counselors to do. So we have things like Germ City. We have CTE on Wheels. We also have like Ollie the Otter, Safety Day. Being said, if I know that there are specific events that my school district wants me to do, then I will find where it is on that awareness calendar, and then I would try to, plan for it to be in that specific month that it falls in, if that makes sense. So like for instance, if I know that I need to do Germ City, and that's going to be about health, and let's just say January talks about health, then I want to make sure that I'm going to do Germ City in January, because I know January is about health awareness. And so that is something that you can do. I really don't know what January is about. I have to go in there and look again, but that is just an example. So, and a lot of times too, you might have two things that you might need to address in the same month. Don't be afraid to kind of split those up and say, okay, I'm not going to do both of these things in one month. I'm going to just focus on one of the things, and then I'll do another thing in another month. And so that is something that you can do as well. So don't feel like you're confined within that month. If you got to move things around, you just fit it to what is going to be best for you. Now I'm going to actually show you guys what that calendar looks like if you don't already know. And if I remember, I'm going to put the link to the calendar in the description down below. I'm going to go ahead and go in there and show you guys what the calendar looks like. And I'm going to highlight some things that you can focus on when you are doing your lessons or planning your events. And hopefully that's able to help you new school counselors out there that is diving into this new career that you have been studying long and hard for. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, you guys. So this is the calendar that I was talking to you guys about, the 2021-2022 National Educational and Health Awareness calendar. And so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to just highlight some things. So the month of August, as you can see, there's a list of things that they have right here that's going on in August. However, I do not have anything highlighted in August because it's more of the back to school type of things. But if you had to highlight something and want to talk about something on this calendar, I think Friendship Day would be a really good thing to be able to highlight. Maybe you won't do that August 1st because maybe school's not in August 1st, but you can at least, do something centered around friendship in that month. So that is something that you can keep in mind for August. Now for September, there is a couple of things that you can keep in mind for September. Now, if you are in middle school or high school, you might really want to highlight National Suicide Prevention Week. So maybe that is a week that you want to do presentations to the middle school and high school and just talk to them about suicide and, if they feel like that, who they can reach out to. You're basically, as a school counselor, want to take proactive measures in order to just help your students and, just be on top of what's going on. And once again, you don't have to do it the 5th through the 11th of September. You can move that around. So that is something that you can do for the month of September. World Cleanup Day. So that is something that you can also focus on. Maybe you can talk to the kids or your students about recycling and, treating your environment well. You can even bring in Citizenship Day as well. So there's a lot of different things that you can point out, a lot of different events that you can pull out in this as well. So that is for the month of September. Oh, and I see right here it says Sexual Health Awareness Month. That could be something that you could talk to your middle school and high schoolers about. If you plan right, then you can be able to do that. Oh, and so this is the month where it's Hispanic Heritage Month. And so you can really take that time to just utilize that and talk to your students about a different heritage and get some information on that. We have October. There's a couple of things that you can pull out for October. So you have Bully Prevention Month that you can focus on. You have, National Bullying Prevention Month. Positive Attitude Month, you can focus on that. There's a lot of different things here. You have Red Ribbon Week, so that might be a big thing that you want to highlight. Red Ribbon Week, Drug-Free America. You want to maybe do, an event centered around that, lessons centered around that. I'm going to go to November. We have for November, World Kindness Day. You might not want to just focus on that a day. Maybe you want to focus a week on it. Maybe you want to focus a couple of lessons on it. So that is something that you can bring out. You can even talk about National Hunger and Homeless Awareness Week. So maybe you want to talk to your students about just being thankful, having gratitude, and, being able to show kindness. This is also the month where it highlights National Career Development Month. And once again, you have two things happening this month. So this is talking about National Career Development Month, and then you have kindness. So this is when I say that you can split these. So maybe you don't want to do two of them in one month. Maybe you want to do career in another month, and focus November for kindness and thankfulness. So that is something that you can keep in mind as well. Now we're going to go to December. We have National Hand Washing Awareness Week. I didn't even know they had a week like that. So what you find out when you download this calendar. But you can do that. You have International Day of Persons with Disabilities. So once again, you might want to touch on diversity, being safe and treating people with kindness, because it says Safe Toys and Gifts Month. So you can highlight that too. So you just want to be creative. Whenever you are looking at these days, be creative of how you can bring that particular month or week or day out. Then we have January. One of the things that you can really focus on is setting goals, getting organized, all of this. You can touch on all this. Mentoring. I have the Leader in Me. It's the 7. I forgot what it's called. I'm sorry, you guys. I just forgot what it's called. But it talks, basically, it can be like a small group where it's teaching kids about leadership. Maybe that's the perfect time to do it, is in the month of January. Or maybe you want to teach the class as a whole the importance of leadership. That is something you can do. You have Martin Luther King Jr. Day. You can do that. Or you can save that for African American History Month. You could do that in that month as well. This is when they also talk about CTE. All right, Career and Technical Education Month. All right, so you can focus on that. This month is also the same time where they have School Counseling Week. And so there's a lot going on in February. So you might have to break some of this up. Or if you can do all this in 1 month. I know for me, I'm probably going to have to break this up. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. I might do it. You have March. Let's see what they have. Read Across America. So March is when they do Read Across America. You might want to plan an event. My school already does something for that. I don't have to plan anything for that, but maybe you want to get involved in that. Or maybe this can be just another month where you can, add your own thing if you want to. Look, you have gender equality. So you can talk to the kids about that. We have April. April has a lot of different things. You have Child Abuse Prevention Month. Maybe there's information you can get out to the parents about that. Counseling Awareness Month. You can give out information on that. Earth Day, taking care of your earth. You can do lessons centered around that. There's a lot of different things that you can pull from here. So the month of May, you probably want to focus on transitioning. So you want to transition your students to the next grade or even going to another school. So maybe you can center lessons and events centered around that. Okay. And then of course you have June, and that's where it ends. All right. So once again, when you're looking at this, you guys, definitely you want to cater it to your school and what your students need. And like I said, there's always room for you to move around and do whatever it is that you need to do in order to just enhance your school counseling program. Like I said, this is just something that you can look at that can help be a guide to you planning your lessons, events, and getting information out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thank you guys so much for your time. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. All right, I'll see you guys next time.